In this video, I'm going to teach you how to make tech house like Fisher like this. Hi, my name is Vlad, and I help music producers turn their passion for making music into real business without spending years on figuring things out, stressing, and overthinking. If you can't turn your ideas into tracks, you want to learn mixing, sound design, how to find your own distinctive and unique sound, grow a loyal fan base, and get heard and get your music in front of people, gain more confidence to share your music with the world, just click the link down below, book a time for a free strategy call, and let's work on your music together. So no more talking, and let's start with the tutorial. Alright, so the first thing I want to start with is the kick and the bass, since in any kind of dance track, especially in tech house, the bass is the foundation. So let's take a look at the notes. So you can see that mainly we are focusing on the root note, the key of the track. So in this case it's C, so you can see here C, and basically yeah, that's it. So let me play you the bass line. So my first tip for better tech house bass lines is utilizing different note length. And I'm going to draw some diagrams. So let's say that this is your bass, so it's going to be red, and I'm just going to draw the notes. Let's pretend that these are the notes, and they, as you can see, they are all identical. So the same length and so on. And a pattern like this, it just gets boring after time much faster. So this is boring because we have just identical notes, the same length, maybe even same velocity, which is not good. If you haven't watched my low-end mixing tutorial, make sure to go and check it out. I'm going to link the video here. And ideally, your bass line should look something like this. So we can start with the short note. After that, we can do like a long note, maybe a short one here as well. And after that, maybe one more short, and maybe just a bit shorter than the previous one. So as you can see, we have just a couple of types, like this one, and like this one. So this is one, this is two, and this is three. And when we have diversity in notes, in velocity, it's nice, it's cool, and it's good. So this is what you want to achieve, and this is what you want to do with your tech house bass lines. And if you take a closer look at my notes, you can see that I have some variation. I still need to play around with the length a little, but at least I've got the foundation right. Because if I would have just, you know, all the notes just the same length, it's just not going to work, right? And for the patch itself, I'm using operator, just some basic FM synthesis to sines and FM. And you can play around and experiment with different waveforms. But as you can see, guys, here I have a sine, here I have a sine, and and I also have the second bass that basically just adds more groove to my main bass line. And the patch itself looks like this. You can download it, just click the link down below. And basically it sounds like this. And listen carefully to the second bass, how it adds and contributes to the groove with the drums. So yeah, as you guys can see, really simple. That's basically it for the low end. So now let's focus on the main drop. And as you guys can see, it's fairly simple. Let's listen just one more time, a tiny piece of the drop. As you guys can hear, the foundation of the track is really simple. We have the bass line, we have the drums, and from time to time we need to add something cool, maybe some lead sound, maybe some effects. Alright guys, so let's pretend that this is our track, 8 to 16 bars, and what you want to do in tech house, it's really, really simple, the foundation itself. So let's pretend that this is the foundation, maybe red. So this is going to be the foundation, the kick plus bass. And what we want to do, we want to insert some cool little details, maybe something here. Maybe the next one is going to be here. Maybe in the middle as well. And definitely something at the end of the loop as well. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to fill the arrangement with some small little ear candy, maybe some lead sounds, maybe some chords, maybe effects. So this is what you want to do, like fill your arrangement with small details. And as you guys can hear, for example, the first one, so we've got the lead sounds, this one. And what you can do, you can automate the parameters on your leads on synthesizers, and it's gonna make your track more interesting, more alive, more vivid. Don't underestimate the importance of automation, because it's really what differs a professional track from a beginner's track. So as you guys can see, if you look closer, you'll basically see just about the same thing. So here are the details. So this one is lead, right? So I've got the lead here, and from time to time, I'm adding some elements like the laser, and like this one, the second lead, right? So so a tech house itself, it's really minimal, and it's all about these fillers, some details. All right, guys, so I hope it makes sense with the arrangement. If you still have any questions, welcome to the comments. Just ask any questions, I'll help you there. And basically, yeah, that's it with the main arrangement. You can play around, maybe add something, but be careful here, because if you add too much, it's not going to sound really nice. So always make sure that you are picking the right sounds that fit the vibe of the track. There's a link down below if you want to download the project with all of the presets, all of the samples, just to study how I made it. And now, guys, let's talk about drums. So usually in tech house, the drums are pretty simple, but it's all about the groove. So let me show you. I have the main clap, which sounds like this. And in most tech house tracks, the groove is pretty simple, but this is where the magic kicks in. So you see, I have the first hat, and it sounds like this. And I have this additional like groove hat, which plays together with the main one. And let me play you guys. So listen carefully to this one. You can really feel that it adds groove, and this is what I love about making tech house drums, because it's all about groove and these small details. Basically, it's just the same concept as the previous one. So you are trying to add some fills to your drum loop and to your track, basically. So that is the thing. So basically, this is the concept that you can apply for the whole track. The drums, the low end, the leads, the chords, because there should be something, because there should be always something new, some new elements that kick in and that make the listener, that make the listener like the tracks. That is the purpose of adding some ear candy. And the last thing is the shaker, and it sounds like this, just a basic shaker, nothing really that fancy and complicated. And there's one more cool thing about this drop I have here, the fill, the snare fill. And it sounds really cool in the drop. And I'm going to show you one more cool thing I've done. So as you guys can see here, I've automated the decay of the hat. So listen in solo how the hat sounds. it's really simple, but it sounds cool. It may sound complex, and it's not really about the complexity, because sometimes simple stuff sounds better and nicer than complex one, and also it's easier for people to understand simple stuff. So it's always about the balance, you know. And basically, guys, that was it for today. As you can see, it's really simple, but the complexity is actually underneath the surface in layering. And as I mentioned, sometimes it's way harder to make simple stuff than the complex one. And especially in tech house, it's all about the balance between the very complex stuff and pretty simple. So you should always be somewhere in the middle, so your tracks should sound nice, powerful, complex, but they should be fairly simple. All right, guys, so I hope that you've liked this video. If you learned something new, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. Don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss my future videos and some important news. And also leave a comment below. Maybe you have some questions, or maybe you just want to talk. I'm always open to start a new conversation with you guys. And lately, I've got some nice exposure, and I've been getting some more followers, more engagement, and I want to say thank you to every single of you guys who have been watching my channel, have been supporting me with your comments, likes, subscribes, etc. And a quick reminder, guys, the registration to my coaching program is open, and I've got about 9 people on my list. So if you want to build a sustainable career in the music industry, you want to become full-time music producer, you want to get shows, find your own sound, and, you know, just enjoy life by doing the thing you love the most, just click the link down below, register for my coaching program, and you can now enroll with a 50% discount. And I'm going to teach you the coaching program live, and you can ask questions, you can interact with me, and it's a huge benefit, as well as the discount. So yeah, guys, that was it for today. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you guys in the next one.